Few names are as heavy, and notorious, in the world of Chicago drill raps and gang rivalries as K.I., also known as Gakirah Barnes. Known online as the deadliest female op and feared by most on the streets, her story is as heartbreaking as it is horrifying. K.I. was a teenage girl who allegedly had multiple bodies, a reputation for being fearless, and connections to prominent members of BD and GD. She wasn't just a part of the war, she was built for it. She grew up on the south side of Chicago, specifically in the St. Lawrence neighborhood, which is O-Block territory, the epicenter of the deadly feud between the Black Disciples, BDs, and the Gangster Disciples, GDs. K.I. was a member of the GD's STL-EBT group, which played a significant role in O-Block vs. 63rd, one of the country's most notorious block conflicts. When her name became popular on Twitter and in the streets, she was still a teenager. K.I. used social media to boast about her purported achievements, lament her deceased pals, and mock her adversaries, in contrast to other drill rappers and gang members who used it to gain notoriety. Up to 15 murders are alleged to have been committed by K.I., although this number has never been confirmed and is very contentious. Her purported involvement in the 2011 assassination of O-Block member O.D. Perry, however, is true. K.I. was drawn into the cycle of violence at a young age, particularly after Tuka, her closest friend and presumed brother figure, was shot dead in 2011. Driven by sorrow and retaliation, K.I. took to the streets with a heartless demeanor that soon attracted the notice of her rivals. The murder of O.D. Perry, a well-respected O-Block member, was one of her most notorious alleged acts. Most people saw it as outright revenge for Tuka's passing. The BDs had dubbed their block O-Block when O.D. Perry was killed, and it was said that this murder made K.I. a top target. She didn't flinch. She even had back and forths with well-known BDs like King Von, who had become one of the faces of Chicago drill, and tweeted about clowning her opponents. Ironically, Von and K.I. appeared to have a peculiar relationship that combined respect, flirtation, and threats. Von made several attempts to meet up with her, according to resurfaced direct messages and tweets between the two. The feud with STL and O-Block persisted in spite of this. J Money, an affiliate of King Von, was killed in Woodlawn in 2013 in the 6600 block of South Rhodes Avenue. K.I. would take advantage of the situation to suggest that she was responsible for J Money's murder. In a subsequent tweet, she would specifically attack King Von, mocking him for losing his pals while incarcerated. K.I. was shot and died in Woodlawn on April 11, 2014, when she was 17 years old and out on a walk with her friend Butta. K.I. made the decision to openly reveal her location on Twitter, informing her adversaries of her locations. It was reported that she had been shot 9 times. The murder was perceived as retaliation and as a component of the confrontation between O-Block and STL. Von's murder of his close friends O.D. Perry and J Money was also seen as retaliation. When police records from Chicago surfaced in 2021, naming King Von as K.I.'s alleged killer, the internet went crazy. The reports validated long-standing drill circle rumors, but he was never charged. It was a terrible full-circle narrative because Von had already been killed in Atlanta in 2020 by the time the news surfaced. A 2019 Vice documentary also explored K.I.'s life, and she is regularly discussed in Twitter arguments, Reddit threads, and YouTube in-depths. Whether she was a true hitter or simply fell victim to the internet era of gang influence is still up for dispute. Whatever your opinion, her narrative serves as a warning about trauma, violence, social media, and wasted youth. Some people consider her a legend in drill, while others see her as a byproduct of her surroundings. In any case, K.I.'s legacy is among the most notorious in the annals of Chicago gang culture.